Good evening. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you, Dr. Ramzi. Thank you, Sheikh. Thank you, Ali. He prepared all this technical stuff. And the group, can you hear me? I will try to be very quick in that. So let's think, all of us, for 5 minutes. It happens to us, to every one of us. It happens to me. Let's think, let's imagine how we would feel. We would feel pain, physical, mental, emotional. We will feel desperate. We will feel very unfair. Why it happens to me? Why? What happens? We will feel also anger because we want a justice. We know that, and we all know that most of the victimizers, they are free. They will never be bringing back to justice. Thousands of victimizers, they will never come to the court. They will never be punished. And this is anger, which also in souls of the people. Even if they will recover themselves, the anger is there. Why? They are still unpunished. In that way, they also will wishing to this justice. So, how we can help them? How we can help them to find a justice, at least to learn that justice will come. And then how we can help them to come back to themselves. Because imagine if they have been, for example, a woman, have been raped many, many times. They feel dirty. They cannot accept their body. They feel they cannot wash out for the rest of their life. They want to escape from themselves. We need to bring these people back to unify with themselves, to accept, to find love for themselves. And of course, another major thing is to find the trust into the source of life. Because one of the why, major why, God where you are. If God exists, why you are not there? Why you let us happen to me like that? We need to speak that God is there. But it's very difficult. If God is there, why am I then pass through all these experiences? If God is love, why am I in pain? If God is justice, why are people that's running around free? It's very difficult. And this is our task. So what we can do? We have to speak the major thing, to integrate them, to reconnect them with the source of life. We have 3 tasks: to reconnect them with the source of life, to reconnect them back to themselves, and then, of course, to the humanity. The major task to reconnect with the source of life. And we can say to them that through the humanity, God sent to us different holy scriptures. He sent to us Torah, He sent to us Evangelia, the Old and New Testament. He sent to us Quran. In all these holy scriptures, there are many promises of God. And we know that God always will do the promises. I choose 2 promises which can help them somehow to accept. One promise is that God knows everything and that every soul will return back to Him. This is one promise. Another promise is that every soul on the last day, on the day of judgment, which will be, it's a promise. Every soul will have opportunity to see all positive or negative things the soul did. And then this is a judgment. So when we will say to the person who passed through the human trafficking experience that yes, maybe on the earthly way, on the earthly level, maybe they will be free until they will die. Nobody will be judged. But after the life, in the last day, there will be major judgment. And then they feel somehow fair. They feel, yes, one day they will be punished for me, that they did to me this experience. And this is about love and judgment for God. We will help them. But then, question, what if the people doesn't believe to God? For example, some people came with a religious background, but through the experience, they lost trust to God. Don't speak about God. I don't believe Him. Or some other people, like from the East Europe, they never believed to God in any case, like in communistic regime. And passing this experience, how on earth they can believe to God if they before, in the good life, they didn't believe to God? Then you say, okay, if religiously I cannot convince you, but there is science. There is in scientific quantum physics, there is a third law of Newton, which says every action has its own reaction. It's a scientifically proof, either in the visible world or in the invisible world. So this action which they did to you, it will be a reaction to them. And what if they don't believe to silence? It's too scientific for me, okay? Then there is the ancient wisdom through many, many different nations, which says karma, which is negative, and dharma, which is positive. Every person who creates negative karma, it will come back to him. And what if they don't believe even to that? How you can connect them? How you convince them? You can say, there is a saying, what is going around, come around. This is a very big issue which we say to reconnect to the holy device. Okay, now how we can connect them with themselves? This is a major task. They don't watch themselves. They feel humiliated. They feel devaluated. They feel rubbish. And now how society can accept them? They feel rejected. And of course they feel low esteem. And of course, they feel completely isolated. How we can help them? If I would be in this position, how people can help me? Being dirty and being zero and being nothing. Then there's many techniques and many different ways. For example, there are different educational programs. For example, with this way of happiness. Ron Hubbard. Or Ron Hubbard, he wrote an amazing book, which is Self-Analysis. Or, for example, there is another different books, Stepping of Happiness. So education. Another thing, it could be meditation. Meditate with yourself. Find your talents. Find beauty things. Find the nature. It could be breath techniques, for example, or yoga, or it could be cosmic energy therapy, it could be bioresonance, it could be many things, or Reiki. This we can help, and also rehabilitation centers. I'm sure that it will be rehabilitation centers for the human traffickings. And here, in parentheses, I invite to rehabilitation centers separately to invite also victimizers, because every victimizer, before he did it, he was a victim as well. You see what I mean? Okay. Now, also another thing which can help, I'm nearly finishing, Dr. Ramsey, these people to integrate, transform your experience, this bloody experience, into blessing. Transform. Help others, write a book, speak to other people, raise our awareness, because you were the one. It's very, very amazing testimonial. Transformation, negative into positive, helping other people. And then what? And then self-love will come. And self-respect will come. And then what? And then unity and integrity with other people will come. And then what? And then we have triple heart. Heart for ourselves, for the person. Heart for human beings, for humanity. And heart for the God. And this is the way of happiness. Thank you. May God bless everyone. Thank you.